So I'm currently dealing with the suspension of my Twitter account. And I wrote them a letter saying what they've done is illegal. So my account has been suspended. I'm a presidential candidate. You cannot be the official social media for the incumbent at POTUS and censor the competition off from the internet. This is a felony violation of federal election law. And whichever one of you did this could face a very long prison sentence. What you have done is illegal, and I will be filing a FEC complaint, felony, and civil charges. Money. List my name. Continue. I'm not a robot. Submit. All done.
And my campaign is centered around naming the Jew. Ultimately, I would rather lose this election and have all 435 congressional seats sought after by someone on the ballot that names the Jew in their primaries and hopefully then in their general elections. I stand for human rights, for social justice. The Jewish supremacists get away with genocide and murder. They shoot pregnant women in the belly in Palestine. They get away with saying that everyone who isn't Jewish doesn't have a human soul, that they have an animal soul. Jews run the human organ harvesting trade internationally, and they say you can kill people just to take their organs.
Would you mind recording this?
Sure.
So, would you mind repeating that? Don't get her on the camera. Right now, I'm being kicked out of the California Republican GOP convention, and I'm the leading candidate. The closest candidate to me has less than half of my support in the last poll. They won't allow me to pay the registration. They pretended to have an IT area. Remember when they tried to screw Trump out of the primaries? Here's the next pro-white guy who will talk about the globalists being denied entrance to the party.
Turn your video off and
I am right now in lead copy.
I was in the military and my back hurts sometimes serving the Zionist occupational government here.
That's fine, but we are on private property.
I'm complying with your direction.
That is fine, but I need you to leave property right now.
Okay, it's getting a little heavy on this one. Carrying Israel around sure is a real burden here. I still got it here? Serve my country, deploy for Israel, can't attend the Republican Committee convention even though I'm the leading Republican candidate by more than twice.
Keep going.
How far do I have to go?
Off property.
All right, let's drag the old dog banner here.
You can be on the sidewalk up here. That's legal.
Sure.
Okay. Stop you from doing that.
Sure. Leading Senate candidate. Unbelievable. Do I have to keep going?
Just right to the other side of this right here. The yellow.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Well, I just got kicked out of the California GOP convention for talking about Jewish power. It's a shameful day in this country when if you don't serve a foreign power, you can't attend a GOP convention. All right, I'm good. Good morning, California. Patrick Little here. I'm your leading Republican candidate in the latest poll. I've got more than twice the support, according to Survey USA, than any of those candidates in there. They just had me expelled from the building because I won't serve Israel. I want to serve my country. I want to serve the United States. I want to serve Californians. I will not bow to a foreign flag. I will not serve a foreign government. The Republican Party, the GOP of California, is nothing but Zionist stooges. They do the bidding of a foreign power that has committed terrorist attacks against this country. The USS Liberty in 1967, over 200 casualties. They machine gunned the life rafts. They used napalm on the casualties that were being triaged on deck. They planted bombs in U.S. military targets, morale, wellness, and readiness facilities in Egypt in the 1950s. They were trying to blow up United States servicemen and their families in Egypt and blame it on the Arabs. Israeli citizens committed these terrorist acts. It is by a stroke of luck that we detected the bombs before they went off and hurt any U.S. citizens or U.S. military personnel in Egypt in the Levant affair. All of the people involved in the Levant affair were Israeli citizens pretending to be Egyptian Arabs. We turned them over to the embassy in Cairo on orders of our United States State Department. Terrorists trying to kill Americans in a false flag attack. Never punished. Turned over to the Israeli government. They were never punished. These people are heroes in Israel. June 1967, USS Liberty, 51 years ago almost now. Over 200 casualties in a false flag attack. We know there are Israeli fingerprints all over the 9/11 attacks. This is the flag of a terrorist country. They called the police on me when I started stepping on it, dragging it under my foot as I walked out the door. I was being escorted out by security. I'm leading with more than twice the support of the nearest person in third place. And they kicked me out because I won't serve a foreign power. I want you to remember this. If you're a liberal, if you're a right-winger, if you are against the genocide going on in Palestine, if you're against United States servicemen dying in wars to expand Israel, if you're against veterans being dishonored at a convention where they're the leading candidate because they won't serve this terrorist flag, you have to vote for me on June 5th in California. We need to send a loud and clear message to AIPAC. That Israeli dual citizen Dianne Feinstein, she serves this flag. I'll never serve this flag. Vote for me on June 5th in California, and I will remove the Jewish supremacist Zionists from our government. And I'll make America great again by removing the terrorist element, the Zionist lobby.